Well, hello my fellow car modelers. How you doing today? I'm doing something a little different. I just was going to sit down at my workbench and tinker around with a couple of ideas that have been spinning in my head and driving me nuts and keeping me up at night. And I thought I'd turn the camera on and just have you guys watch my little weird process. Kind of something I did a long time ago when I first started the channel. When I was messing around with a Datsun pickup, you know. Lots of times I will, we're not going to be using any glue today, so I'll put that over there. I just like to, you know, take a couple of kits. I get this idea of, hey, what if I put this together with that together? And, you know, an idea has been jumbled around in my head for a while. So this is the one I just kind of felt like playing with right now. Just a little messing around before I got to go to work. And I got this kit a while ago from Andy's. It's the, can't get far enough away, it's so big. Yeah, I love Aston Martins, huge Aston Martin fan. And I grabbed this kit a while back and I just had an idea of doing some sort of a race car with it. I love the idea of a nice Aston Martin with a bunch of roll cage inside, and just want to do that. Not a particular car. I don't want to build a particular race car. I just want to build, you know, a cool track car that a really, really rich guy would own. So I'm just gonna take a look at this thing. The one thing about this DBS is it's very, very similar. I always felt when the 15 Mustang came out, it reminded me a lot of this car. And so I was always wondering what would be a good chassis to use. Maybe I'll still use the stock chassis, but I need roll cage, I need stuff. Didn't really know what to do when I got this kit. And then wonderful Tamiya comes out with, if you remember, drum roll please, ta-da, remember this kit? I built this, got this from Tamiya. They came out with this, and let's just go to show you. You can kind of see the similarities. Let's do a, see if I can just lay this down. Let's do a look here. See that? Pretty much a very, very similar shape. Another thing I always like to do is, let's just look here. Look at that. Everything kind of aligns up good. You can see we got our wheel wells look pretty close there. That chassis would fit pretty well in there, huh? Wouldn't be correct, but you got to have the Aston Martin chassis, and you're going to have to do a lot of putting together, but who knows. And then the way the A-pillars end here with the roofs, everything's very much aligned. And I really do think that the Ford engineers, I felt it when this kit came out, that they were very much inspired by these Aston Martins, especially the DBS. They just look similar to me. Especially one thing was, this is what caught my eye, was this haunch and rear quarters, and the rear quarter windows there were so similar to this area right here on the Aston. And being the Aston Martin fan, there's no way I'd ever be able to own one. I thought, well, my closest chance to have the drive experience as close as possible, and I could fantasize, is if I would ever get one of these. And even these are kind of out of my reach right now, even as they're getting older. But I don't know, I would love to get one. But anyways, I just thought, since I have a built up that's you know, was just out of the box, you know, I've already popped this body off once before. I thought I'd take this chassis and try to see how well it'll fit into this body. Maybe I'll get an idea of something working out right. Now, by the looks of them, it looks like they're pretty much the same width. Everything seems to be, this is what I usually do. I like to, it looks like everything very close, really, really scary close. So let me go ahead and hopefully I don't break this thing, but oh, look, I got decal already falling off. Decals didn't work too good right there. Let's see what happens. I've had this off before, so hopefully I won't shatter the living hell out of it. know where to begin. Beautiful thing is all can be glued back. Hopefully. Oh, look, I busted that off. Oh well, that happens. No problem. It's worth it. It's all for the... What did I do? I had this off before. How come now it doesn't work out when people are watching? There we go. There, we got that body off. Cool. There. Now with the body off, pieces fall out. We can even get a closer look on how the Aston Martin body and the Mustang body are similar, well, in dimensions. Very, very close. So, what happens if I take this chassis, put the Aston Martin body on it? By the way, this is another video that's going to not be cut in any way. I'm just throwing this out there. I probably just did this and I'm putting it out. And it looks like in order to get this chassis to completely go in there, there's going to have to be some modifying right there. Which I'm not 100% sure that my direction would be use the Mustang chassis. I would probably combine a lot of the... I'm more interested in this roll cage in the interior, working with the interior of the Aston Martin. But from what I can see, if we get it up in there, what do you guys think? You see how the roll cage fits in there? It's going to be hard to get a good look because it will not set down totally because of this whole portion not working out with the Aston Martin. And I don't want to cut up on this because I want this original build to stay together. But I thought since I had a built chassis, a built frame, built roll cage, we could get a good idea. And I think I could use as a donor for the race car parts, at least the roll cage and a few other things, and maybe even the wheels and tires. Let's just see something here. Get the... Because I kind of like, one thing I don't like about this Aston Martin kit is I did have the wheels and tires out once, and they're like really huge road tires and narrow too. You see how narrow those are? And if I'm going to do kind of a track car, I wanted to have, let's see, those are the tires. I don't know if I had the wheels out. It's been a while. I may or may not even use the Aston Martin wheels. I might have to go with like the race, just use those from the Mustang. But overall, I kind of like, look at how big those are. They're narrower. I just kind of want more of a race thing. I might use these parts. I don't know yet. Depends on how things work. Because those are just Aston Martin road wheels. I kind of want to go with more race wheel. We'll see. But it looks like it would work in there. You think? It would probably work in the Aston Martin wheel well. So I could combine these two kits into a pretty good looking little Aston Martin track car. Or I'm completely out of my mind. We'll go with that. I'm completely out of my mind. I know that. And there's going to be Aston Martin purists and Mustang. You know, who knows? I don't really care. It's my hobby. I'll do what I want. There's a lot of cool parts. There's the interior for the Aston Martin, which I would probably use this and get that roll cage into there. And of course, I'd have to use the Aston Martin dashboard. That would be stupid to put a Mustang dashboard in there. Wow, those are cool seats for the Aston Martin. But, you know, just kind of take the racy stuff from this Mustang kit and put it into here. And then, I wonder, take a look at the Aston Martin chassis. There's that. I probably would use this too. And it does have an engine. It's kind of pretty there's not a lot to look at under the hood of those things. You know, it's as far as really won't be much detail, but you could paint it up and make a pretty nice looking Aston Martin engine in there, because that's what would have to be in there. So I would probably go ahead and use most of this kit, and by the looks of the interior tub, let's take another look at it. It's pretty basic, where I could get away with making that look pretty racy in there. Just an idea, just a thought I thought I'd share with you guys. It's a quick video. Again, I'm not, you know, really gonna start building this. It's just sometimes it's just enjoyable to sit at the bench when you got a few minutes before you got to go to work, and kind of tinker around with an idea you've had bouncing around your head, and now I know that this could work. So I would be sacrificing which is fine, you know what? Because all the pieces that I would sacrifice, I've got a few of these Mustang kits now. I'm figuring the stuff I would sacrifice from the Mustang, I could probably take the rest of it and black out the windows and build a neat little just a, even more so of a curbside, you know, no interior needed, just have that outer appearance look. I don't have a problem with that. Nothing goes to waste. You might as well if you have a complete you know, kit. Because what would I use? I pretty much would just use that roll cage. The other kit that I was thinking of getting a hold of to see if it would work with this, I was thinking about getting the Corvette race car, the latest one that came out. What is that? I'm going to get destroyed here because, again, I'm not editing. What was the latest one? I just don't keep up with vets sometimes unless I'm really thinking about them. It has to be the C7. So, yeah. I thought about that. I don't have one. I've got a C6 race car, I think it is, but I haven't really messed around with that. I don't know. We'll see. That may work out good. But I'm going to pop this on here one more time. Try to get if it would look right to me. Okay, it's too bad I can't get that back end to sit real well. But I'm just really looking at that roll cage, if that will work out for me inside the Aston Martin. And I think it will. I think it will. So that's just a day on the bench. Oh, maybe I'll make this a new show. Just Luka's bench. Let's call it that. Luka's tinkering. I don't know. We'll come up with something. Or this will just be another Model Cars Hobby Head. There, I'm not cutting it. A Model Cars Hobby Headquarters episode. I don't know yet, but I'm throwing it up on the channel right now. Let me know what you guys think. If you want me to do more stuff like this whenever I'm tinkering with an idea. If you want to sit in with me when I'm just mulling around, just taking pieces and parts, or taking a couple kits and bashing them together real quick to see if it works. How many of you guys do this? Do you just come up with an idea and I'm going to take this kit and I'm going to take that kit and I'm going to see if they work together and then I can build off of that? Let me know. But that's my process. That's what I do. Now I know. Now I'll put these back into the box. I got to put this back together and get it on the shelf. And I'll probably never build it. But now I know I could. Alright, that's it. So, hey, still want to thank the producers. Get onto my Patreon account and go ahead and become a producer. It's fun. Help me build this channel and make these videos and be a part of it. I'll put your name right there. And I want to thank those guys. You guys are awesome. I will be doing something special for you dudes soon. I just got to figure it out, and I got to get some time to sit back and mull over what I can do and play with Patreon and what the tools are to work with it. I really haven't had time to work with that. I'm sorry, you guys, but I do appreciate your constant support, and you're just doing it basically just to support. You're not really asking for anything in return but me to make these videos for you. Trying to get a lot more consistent on making these again. You know, it can take some time. That's why it's kind of nice now. I'm not going to so much worry about post-production, and I'm just going to put some raw stuff out for a while just to get some videos out for you guys to see. just whenever I'm thinking. I got another video, I got an idea I was actually going to do today, but I'll probably work on it tomorrow or something. But we're going to sit down and we're going to take a look at some old scale autos and mull over that stuff. Because when I did that scale auto video, you know, a lot of people were all real sad about it going away. And I've gotten a lot of people contacting me about that. Really liked, you know, what I put out there. And I think especially you guys that weren't around back in the olden days of the 80s, maybe even 70s, might even cover some of that. But my era, when I got into it in 1984, I'm going to start looking at some of the scale autos that I had and go over the books just to see what was going on back then in the hobby. I want to thank you guys for supporting. Get onto my Teespring store and buy some shirts and mugs, because that helps support, and then you'll be sporting your favorite channel on YouTube. And I thank you for that. Keep getting more and more subscribers. It's really launching real good, so like and share and do all that stuff. And thanks, and we'll see you again in another episode of Model Car Hobby Headquarters, or Luka's Builds, or Luka's Unbuilds, or Luka's Kits, and whatever the heck else, the vlogs, whatever the heck else I do on this channel. I'm building up the different shows. Maybe this is going to evolve into a show. I don't know yet. We'll see. You guys tell me what you think. If you got an idea for a name. I read down there, you know it. Let me know. Thanks a bunch. We'll see you again. Go build some model cars, because what the heck, they're kind of fun. A little frustrating, but they're kind of fun. I gotta repair this thing, so I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.